You now have 3 minutes. You may begin after the bell rings.
Please, sir, I want some more. A famous line from Charles Dickens' classic novel, Oliver Twist. A famished orphan asks for more food from Mr. Bumble the Beetle, but is refused. This has touched millions of readers' hearts. The wealth disparity in Hong Kong draws many comparisons to Dickens' world, and yet, when given a chance, we too decide not to give our needy more. Good morning, adjudicators and ladies and gentlemen. The recent policy address has come under attack for providing too much welfare. Critics say that the increase in government expenditure will lead to financial unsustainability, and yet, just in the last fiscal year, the government had a surplus of $64.9 billion. Critics say that welfare discourages people from working hard, but what they fail to see is that the Working Family Subsidy Scheme is tied to employment and working hours. Simply put by the chief executive, more allowance will be granted to those who work more. This would in fact encourage people to work harder. Critics also speak of the abuse of welfare, but it is minimal. In fact, only 9.8% of households eligible for CSSA actually claim CSSA due to the social stigma attached to it. I do not agree with these critics. In my opinion, Hong Kong is only in danger of becoming a welfare state if the welfare is too much and unnecessary. But how could this be when Hong Kong has a Gini coefficient of 0.5, one of the highest in the entire world? How could this be when 1.3 million people live under the poverty line? Professor Michael Sandel at Harvard University poses a question to you all. What are the moral limits of the market? Ask yourself, can we or can you ignore all the social problems right in front of us merely with the excuse of maintaining a free market economy? I cannot. You probably cannot either. Ladies and gentlemen, in the same way that Mr. Bumble has portrayed himself to the outside world as a protector of workhouse children, Hong Kong is portraying itself as a glamorous metropolis. But under this facade is endless suffering for the most vulnerable of beings, unseen, unheard, and unnoticed. The difference between the world in Dickens' writing and our world is that we don't live in a novel. Imagine we can change the story. Imagine when our Oliver Twist asks for more, that we can answer, yes, thank you.